Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we keep you informed, up to date, and financially prepared. If you're a Canadian senior, someone approaching retirement, or even just keeping an eye on national benefit programs, today's video is something you absolutely don't want to miss. There's breaking news that has just been confirmed, something that could bring a major financial boost to thousands of Canadians this May. We're talking about a special, one-time CPP and OAS relief check that the federal government is set to roll out. That's right, aside from your regular monthly benefits, additional funds are coming your way. So, what does this mean for you? How much could you receive? Who qualifies? And when will this money actually hit your bank account? In this video, we'll be unpacking all the latest information surrounding the May 2025 Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security Relief payments. We'll walk you through the reasons behind this new initiative, who is eligible, how much you could receive, when the money will arrive, and what to do if you don't see your deposit. By the end of this video, you'll have all the details you need to understand how this bonus payout fits into your monthly financial planning. So stay with me as we break it all down, clearly, calmly, and thoroughly, just the way you need it. Let's begin by clarifying what these payments actually are, because they're not your standard CPP and OAS deposits. These are relief checks, temporary, one-time financial top-ups designed specifically to help seniors cope with ongoing economic pressures. Think of them as a bonus layer of support from the federal government, meant to cushion the blow of increased living expenses in 2025. Now, these payments are not part of the usual monthly benefit structure. They're being offered as a standalone emergency relief measure. So if you're used to receiving your regular CPP or OAS on a set date each month, this new payment will either appear alongside or just before your regular benefit, but as a separate, clearly labeled deposit. The government has framed this initiative as a response to the growing cost of living, which, despite efforts to curb inflation, remains persistently high, especially for older Canadians living on a fixed income. So essentially, these May 2025 relief payments are a temporary solution, an immediate boost meant to provide short-term financial relief. They come without any requirement to apply and are designed to be rolled out quickly and efficiently. If you're already receiving CPP or OAS, this payment is meant for you. Over the past couple of years, Canadians, and especially seniors, have faced rising costs across almost every area of life. Groceries, rent, utility bills, medical supplies, transportation. It seems everything has gotten more expensive. Even though inflation has cooled slightly compared to its 2023 peak, the reality for many is that prices remain elevated. For seniors on fixed incomes, these price hikes have become especially difficult to manage. For many, even monthly CPP and OAS increases haven't been enough to keep pace. This relief measure appears to be the government's response to that growing burden. But make no mistake, there's also a political element at play. With increasing scrutiny from senior advocacy groups, mounting public pressure, and an election cycle on the horizon, this initiative may also serve as a signal from the government that it is willing to act swiftly when citizens need help. Advocacy organizations like the Canadian Association of Retired Persons CARP have been extremely vocal in recent months, urging the federal government to step in with tangible relief measures. This relief payment may be a direct result of that pressure. So, in many ways, this is both a compassionate and strategic move, a way to provide much-needed assistance while also reinforcing public trust in government support systems. Who qualifies for the CPP relief payment in May 2025? So, who qualifies for the Canada Pension Plan relief payment this May? The good news is, if you're already receiving CPP, there's a very high chance that you're automatically eligible for this additional support. The government has confirmed that this payment will apply to all current CPP recipients. That includes individuals receiving retirement pensions, those on disability pensions, survivors receiving a survivor's pension, and even Canadians receiving a combined CPP benefit. If you fall into any of these categories and you've been receiving payments as of April 2025, then you're in the clear. You don't need to fill out forms, make any phone calls, or even opt in. The system will automatically process your eligibility based on your status in the Canada Pension Plan. That means if you've been receiving monthly CPP deposits directly into your bank account, then you can expect this bonus relief check to be delivered in the exact same way, direct deposit, on schedule. However, if you're living outside Canada, or if there have been recent changes to your banking or residency status, you may want to double-check your My Service Canada account to make sure all your personal information is current. But for most, no further action is needed. But there's one additional layer to OAS, and that's income testing. The government uses a threshold system to determine how much OAS support you receive based on your net individual income. For the 2025 tax year, if your income exceeds around $90,997, the relief check may be partially or fully reduced due to the OAS recovery tax, also known as the clawback. That said, the majority of Canadian seniors, especially those relying on modest pension incomes, will still receive the full amount. Just like with CPP, you won't need to apply separately. The relief will be calculated and paid out automatically, and it will appear either bundled with your regular OAS payment or as a standalone deposit. So, as long as you're on OAS and under the income threshold, you're good to go. How much will you receive in the May 2025 relief payment? Now to the most anticipated question: how much money is coming your way? According to official statements and leaked budget planning notes, the May 2025 relief payments are expected to be generous, but also targeted to make sure support goes where it's needed most. For CPP recipients, the relief check amount is expected to be $400 for individual recipients. If you're receiving survivor benefits or have dependent children, an additional $250 may be included, bringing the total to up to $650 for some. OAS recipients aged 65 to 74 will receive an additional $300 relief payment. However, if you're 75 or older, you'll receive $450, reflecting the government's previous decision to enhance benefits for the older senior cohort. So if you're someone who receives both CPP and OAS, and you're 75 or older, your total bonus payment could amount to as much as $850 to $950. That's nearly $1,000 of unplanned support, arriving right when you may need it most. This financial boost could help with prescription costs, food inflation, transportation, or even just provide some extra breathing room for savings or emergencies. When will these relief payments arrive? Let's talk timing. The scheduled date for May CPP and OAS payments is Wednesday, May 29, 2025. Government officials have stated that the relief top-up will be issued on or around that date, with many Canadians seeing the deposit hit their accounts at the same time as their regular pension payments. Some financial institutions process deposits slightly earlier or later, so your exact date could vary between May 28th and May 31st. If you receive payments via paper check, which is rare nowadays, the mail delivery might extend into early June. As long as your account is set up for direct deposit and your information is current with Service Canada, you should see the relief payment arrive on time without any extra effort on your part. What to do if you don't receive your payment now? What should you do if the end of May comes and you don't see the relief deposit in your account? First of all, don't panic. Glitches happen, and there could be simple reasons for the delay. The first step is to log into your My Service Canada account, where you can check your payment status, confirm deposit dates, and make sure your banking information is up to date. If everything seems correct and you still haven't received the funds by early June, then it's time to contact Service Canada directly. They'll be able to verify whether your payment was processed and help resolve any issues. Be sure to have your social insurance number, recent payment information, and banking details on hand when you call, as that will help speed up the process. How to use the money wisely now, once the relief payment lands in your account. What's the best way to use it? While it might be tempting to treat it like a windfall, this relief is really about protecting your financial stability. Consider using it to catch up on bills, pay down high-interest debt, refill your pantry, or stock up on medication. You might even want to place a portion into a tax-free savings account (TFSA) if you're still eligible to contribute. Or perhaps use it for a home repair or upgrade that will increase your comfort or safety, like installing railings, ramps, or better lighting. And hey, if all your essentials are covered, and you've been managing carefully, it's okay to use a little bit of the relief to enjoy yourself. A meal out, A visit with family, or something small for your well-being is never a bad investment. So what does this mean for the future? Is this just a one-time benefit, or could we see more relief payments like this going forward? As of now, the government has only confirmed the May 2025 relief checks. There's no official word yet on making these annual or recurring. However, this move sets a precedent. If seniors continue to voice their concerns, and if advocacy groups maintain pressure on policymakers, we may well see more seasonal or year-end supports in the future, possibly tied to inflation or economic trends. Some analysts are even speculating about a 2026 seniors tax credit or increased guaranteed income supplement GS payments in next year's federal budget. But for now, those are just ideas floating around. So, there you have it, the full picture of the May 2025 CPP and OAS relief checks. This is a welcome development for thousands of Canadian seniors who've been navigating high costs and limited income. Whether your payment is $300 or $900, every dollar counts, and this support could be just what you need to breathe a little easier next month. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more updates, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on important financial news. And if you have any questions, concerns, or experiences to share, drop them in the comments below. I always love hearing from you. Thanks for watching, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll see you in the next video.